I want a good family and show you that they care.
I just ask God for someone that's loving.
Giving you a chance to believe in something.
Tonight, 732 Arkansas foster children will fall asleep waiting in the state system for a family to adopt them. And tonight we share some of their stories. I'm Dawn Scott, and thank you for watching this special Place to Call Home, Finding Forever. THV 11 began a partnership with DHS in late 2009, and once a month we introduce you to a child in need of a loving family. So far we have profiled 128 children from across the state. 72 of them have been adopted. That includes 3 sisters we featured last year. Their wish came true when a couple met them and brought them home. It's been 18 months since we first met Kaylee, Lexi, and Layla, sisters with an unbreakable bond. At the Museum of Discovery that day in April of 2013, hope was fading that they'd be adopted at all, let alone together.
We want to be in the same home. We don't want to be separate. Because if we be separate, then we don't know who lives and who lives.
2 months after that interview, the girls met this couple, Melissa and Derek, who asked we not share their last name. The couple desperately wanted children.
We tried for 7 years, and it just didn't work out. So then we decided to go the route of adoption, and everything just fell into place. I mean, quickly.
That summer, the girls were at an adoption event where they met Melissa and Derek. The couple says they just knew.
It felt like home. It was right. So they are our girls.
We sat down with them and just started playing with them, and just crawled right up in our lap, and from then on, that's the way it's been.
By September of 2013, the girls moved in, and after a 6-month waiting period, it was official. During that time, the family collected photos and put them into a book to share their journey.
This is the 6 months that they spent with us before the adoption was final. We made it so that their social workers and everybody could see what they had been up to. The girls love to play dress up, Daddy's girls. This was during one of their first visitations with us. We had a festival in our hometown and they went, and this was after that. That's one of our first family pictures that we have.
This day we meet the 3 girls once again. Today it is all smiles and stories of what's great about finally having a mom and a dad.
They help me with my homework, and they give me night-night kisses. That they take care of us, and when we need something they give us it to us. Playing with my toys.
Kaylee did have some issues with what if you decide not to keep us. And I told her, there is no way you're living with me 6 months and I'm giving you back. I'm sorry. There's no way. You're stuck with us. So we made it more as it was her decision than ours.
And so nowadays, it's Halloween crafting and a lot of playtime, the things kids normally do. But for these 3, very simply, it's all a dream come true.
It's been such a wonderful experience, and like I said, to see them just happy every day and just not worrying about anything but having fun, and it's been well worth it.
We went from no kids to 3, and it's just been a ride, but a nice one.
Well, hundreds more children have not yet been adopted, and they sit tonight dreaming of that forever home. One of them, 16-year-old Ruby Lynn, a teenager who, along with sibling groups, are among the toughest to place. Still, she holds out hope that she will find her place to call home.
I'm going to probably remove most of his digit.
Veterinarian Dr. Bob Hale puts into words exactly what's about to happen to the cat in his care. Ruby Lynn is shadowing Dr. Hale this day, and for her, this is a dream come true.
It's been amazing.
The 16-year-old wants to be a vet tech one day. Well, already she's in training. This feline has cancer in its paw.
I think this little cancer extends further back.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back further. Okay, so you okay with that?
Ruby Lynn is only fascinated as the cat is prepped for surgery.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Dr. Hale takes his time sharing with Ruby Lynn his every move.
I'm just going to kind of numb her up with some lidocaine.
even asks for her help. Ruby Lynn ready and willing.
Would you like me to get you another one?
Give me one more.
This teen who loves science is right at home helping animals.
They've just been a savior to my life. Like, I've always had an animal, and so I mean, like, if I was down or depressed, I would talk to it, and he would just look up at her. She would look up at me, you know. And they've basically saved my life so many times.
Saved her life. Hard to believe looking at her this day, seeing her smile, what exactly she's lived through. She's been a foster child without a mom, a dad, without a permanent home for nearly 5 years.
My mom wasn't taking care of me good enough.
Needless to say, the ups and downs of a life in the system take a toll.
Like when my mom was supposed to come for visits or something and she didn't, it was like really upsetting.
But today that upset was nowhere near. Ruby Lynn giving love to the dogs and cats at Briarwood Animal Hospital, helping Dr. Hale finish up surgery.
We're so lucky to have you here.
It was just fun to help and get to wrap up the hand of the poor kitty that had to have cancer cut off. And it was just really fun to come out here today.
Ruby Lynn knows at her age she could very well age out of the system without ever finding her family. But she's not giving up hope. Hope of one day becoming a vet tech, and hope of one day having a mom and a dad.
I think I would enjoy it a lot more than I should. Just having someone stern and tell me what I can and cannot do, when to be back and stuff like that.
Special thanks to Dr. Bob Hale. Now, Ruby Lynn told me that it was one of the best days of her life. If you want to know more about her, log on to THV11.com. And we have much more coming up. There's a need in the state for foster families, like one couple from South Arkansas. THV11's Denise Middleton introduces us coming up. And much more ahead. Some people don't adopt because they don't know where to start. DHS walks us through 5 easy steps. Welcome back. There is an extreme need in the state for foster families to provide homes for the children while they're in transition. THV11's Denise Middleton has the story of heroes in Ashdown, a couple who's fostered literally hundreds of children.
Full of energy and excitement, these kids hit the ground running as the Hamiltons welcome them home from school. This, just a typical day for Ricky and Patty Hamilton as they juggle not one, but 9 kids.
When they come here, we feed them, and just like they're our own, which we practically help, to tell you the truth, we practically help raise our nieces and nephews.
Among all the grandkids, nieces, and nephews who stay for just a few hours after school, there's also 6-year-old Alex and his baby brother Aiden. They're among countless foster children to walk through the doors of the Hamilton home. The couple has been fostering kids for over a decade now. There's too many to keep count.
I know over 500, I know, at least.
Patty keeps a list of names on these T-shirts to remember those who have come and gone. Right beside them, 2 plaques for Foster Parents of the Year.
Sometimes I used to cry.
They let you know, in life, if you do keep doing something that you like, it'll pay off, and we wasn't looking to win that.
The Hamiltons became foster parents in 2002 after having 3 children of their own.
I told her, I said, you know what, because we never really had a boy, so we decided to do the foster care.
Cameron, now 12, was just a few months old when he was placed in their care. They adopted him soon after.
It makes me feel good because if I wouldn't get adopted when I did, I'd probably been all over the United States.
It's a harsh reality, but one he's become all too familiar with over the years after watching hundreds of kids come and go.
I feel sad because the parents that they should want their kids and
they should never had them if they know they weren't going to take care of them.
Cameron was the first child they adopted, but he wouldn't be the last. Adarius and his sister Tanika were in their care for 2 years when the Hamiltons became their parents permanently.
It looked like nobody really wanted to step up, and it was just in our heart to be their mom and dad, which I know we can't take the place of their biological mom and dad, but we, we're gonna always be there for them.
And that's all that matters to these siblings.
I feel like this is a real home. They are my real parents.
Many have asked how and why they've done it for so long. Their answer is simple.
Kids out there need a home. And I love kids.
Yes.
I really do.
But I just feel sorry for them. I just have a heart for them.
And there's no doubt that these kids have just as much love for them. In their eyes, the Hamiltons are more than just parents. They are their forever heroes.
The Hamiltons say they make sure all the kids also get to experience family vacations. The kids say it makes them feel very special and part of a real family. We're back after this. Welcome back to our Place to Call Home special, Finding Forever. We are joined now tonight by Marilyn Counts. She is the head of adoptions with the Department of Human Services. We thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you.
And we want to talk about the steps to adopting. We put together 5 easy steps to adopt a child. Let's begin. What's step number 1?
Step number 1 is calling or going online to our website, which is much better if you go online. And that's www.adoptarkansas.org, and filling out the inquiry form. Then that generates into our CRIS system, and there will be someone who will be contacting you within a week to 10 days and talk with you about adoption, what all is involved in it. And then she'll send out a packet, and part of that packet are background checks. The background checks must be completed and turned in, and an in-home consultation will be done, and then you'll be referred to PRIDE training, and PRIDE stands for Parent Resources for Information, Development, and Education. And once that training is completed, then you will have a safe home study conducted, and the safe home studies are relatively new for us, but they're a wonderful home study that really get into how your extended family feels about adoption and the issues surrounding adoption, and it stands for Structured Analysis for Family Evaluation.
So number 1, adoption inquiry form, and we're also going to have all this information linked on our website, thv11.com. That's how you get the process started.
Yes.
This entire process, you can't just snap your fingers and be approved within a week or even a month. It takes about
6 months.
About 6 months. So it's a short waiting period, but it is a waiting period to get all of these details taken care of.
Right.
Now, one of the misconceptions, there's a cost attached to adoption. That's not true.
There is no cost to adopt from foster care.
And another misconception is that certain people can't adopt. Like I've had single people ask me, well, I'm single, I can't adopt a child. That's not true.
That's not true. Single people, cohabiting people, same-sex couples can adopt. So it's virtually open if you're 21 years of age or older, and we would like to see no more than a 45-year age difference between an adoptive child and the parents.
All right, good advice. Marilyn Counts, thank you so much for coming in. We sure appreciate it.
Thanks, Donna.
More of our special Place to Call Home, Finding Forever, coming up after this. Welcome back to our Place to Call Home special, Finding Forever. One thing common among all children, the quest to find fun. At the Museum of Discovery, our own Craig O'Neill ran into 6 siblings who hit the jackpot.
Now let's have some fun! Yeah!
And the Museum of Discovery is the perfect place to observe, to dance, to move.
Bink! Amazing, isn't it?
To lie on a bed of nails. 6 foster children have it all at their disposal.
Yay!
The exhibits, the games.
Hey, Million, what do you want to see next?
Is it a bathroom in here?
A bathroom.
We humans are wired to learn within the context of our play. And you can see it happening here with Isaiah.
Isaiah, give me 5. You're full of electricity.
With Million, Kelvin, Khalees, Shemaiah, Trey. 6 children who fill the 43,000 square feet of the Museum of Discovery with joy and unbridled energy, and they do it within a matter of minutes. But that's nothing compared to how fast they can fill your heart.
Time!
We want to say special thanks to the Museum of Discovery for having those foster children out there. They obviously had a blast. We'll be back after this. Since we started our partnership with DHS back in 2009, we've shared dozens of stories. And one thing all of these children have shared with us, the hope they have. We've posted many of these stories on our website, thv11.com. For a place to call home, I'm Dawn Scott. Thank you so much for watching.
Snip, snipped. Cut away the grief, the pain, the sorrow, the regretful betrayal. Snip, snip. I want a good family, like a Christian family.
Wake up every morning like, is it today something's gonna happen? Does he have a family for us?
I'm a good kid. I'm hoping out there that there's some family that will see him and will say that that's our son.
My dad died in a car wreck.
What happened to your mama?
She put us in foster care. I really don't know where she's at.
Do you want to be adopted?
Yes.
My name is Isaiah and I'm 7 and I'm in the 1st grade.
Isaiah and Kelvin, both of them 7 years old.
I just was dreaming of a family, a mom and dad, and they got kids.
He is a fun and loving little boy. He is shy, but he is lovable.
As police officers, we see the worst in people's lives, but today, you know, we saw a special young man.
That's the greatest thing about these kids. They love each other. They would like to be placed together. So.
I want to be together.
I think that what I want is just someone that has time to spend with you and show you that they care.
Even though all these things have come by me and have tried tearing me down, but for some reason I'm still strong.
They are wonderful. Giving you a chance to believe in something.
Because there's not a perfect family, but I would like one that'll make me feel special in this.